Welcome to Tales from Lagos.
Our story today is the 500 Naira note. The old 500 Naira note looked worthless, dirty, folded, torn at one corner. Most people wouldn't have picked it up, but 20-year-old Femi did. He found it lying in the mud beside a bus stop in Lagos on a rainy Tuesday morning. He picked it up, wiped it on his shirt, and smiled. Money is money. At that moment, Femi had only 200 Naira left in his pocket. Life wasn't easy. He sold recharge cards and phone accessories from a tiny kiosk near the road. Business was slow, rent was due, and his younger brother needed money for school materials. Some days he made a profit, some days he made nothing at all. Still, he showed up every morning. Later that afternoon, a customer rushed toward his kiosk. "Do you have a charger?" Femi nodded. The customer searched his pockets. No cash. He looked frustrated. Then he noticed a small sign. Mobile transfers. Accepted. The customer paid electronically and left. Simple transaction. Nothing unusual, except the customer owned a chain of electronic stores. The next day, the same customer returned, and the next, and the next. Eventually, he started chatting with Femi. "You run this place alone?" "Yes." "You track inventory yourself?" "Yes." "You keep records?" "Yes." The man seemed impressed. One evening, business was quiet. The customer introduced himself. "My name is Chief Adebayo." Femi's eyes widened. Everyone knew the name. Chief Adebayo owned several successful businesses across Lagos. The businessman pointed toward the road. "You know why I kept coming back?" Femi shook his head. "You run this tiny kiosk better than some people run large companies." Weeks later, Chief Adebayo made an unexpected offer. A management trainee position, a real office job, a real salary, career growth, training, benefits. Everything Femi had dreamed about. On his final day at the kiosk, Femi sat quietly watching traffic. He remembered finding the dirty 500 Naira note. Then he laughed. The note itself hadn't changed his life, but what he did with that day had. Instead of going home discouraged, he had stayed open, stayed positive, stayed ready. An opportunity had noticed. Years later, Femi became one of the youngest regional managers in the company. At a business seminar, a student asked him, "What was the luckiest day of your life?" Everyone expected a story about promotions or success. Instead, Femi smiled. "The luckiest day of my life was when I found a dirty 500 Naira note." The audience laughed. He continued, "Not because of the money, because it reminded me that even small things have value." He paused, and sometimes the smallest opportunity becomes the biggest breakthrough. That evening, as the lights of Lagos shimmered across the horizon, Femi looked down at an old framed 500 Naira note hanging in his office. The same note, dirty, folded, torn, worth almost nothing. Yet somehow, it had become priceless. The end.